Hey, good evening, everybody. Blitzball Champs back here, a brand new video here on the U to the Tube. So, I wanted to take time to give my thoughts on a topic that's actually been buzzing for quite a while. And I know there's been multiple people that have made videos on this. For example, shout out to C Money. And this has to do with the CD Projekt Red delay of Cyberpunk 2077, but not just that, but it resulting in death threats because of the delay. So I do have an article I'll put in the description that kind of highlights a couple of things about what's been going on. But first, I'll get into the delay. So Cyberpunk 2077 has already been delayed twice, and it just CD Projekt Red just made a third delay. So this was gonna come out on November 19th, but it just got delayed, and CD Projekt Red released a tweet and a statement documenting the reason for the delay, but it's getting delayed to December 10th of 2020. One of the main reasons that has caused the delay is because the team is trying their best to release this game simultaneously across each current platform and also next gen platform as well. I mean, we're talking PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, like so many consoles. I think PC as well, but they're trying to do a simultaneous like one big release on multiple platforms, and that's totally understandable. Totally understandable. And the response to this is they've actually gotten death threats because of this delay. And it's ridiculous. It's royally ridiculous. Now, just to give y'all a little bit more background about me. So I've worked in the gaming industry as a quality assurance tester for a total of at least 8 years between three companies: Red Storm, Atomic Games, and Epic Games. Now, I've gotten a good taste of what it's like to work in the gaming industry. Some people like it, some people don't. Um, I've had a lot of memories, both good and bad, but I have enjoyed my time in the gaming industry. Not only that, but just getting to know how the process works and just really diving deep into what it takes to release a game. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot to it. It's a lot to it. With the planning and the different milestones and development and then the testing. Like, it's a big process, and there's many things that have to work out in order for it to be successful. Now, as somebody that has been a tester the whole entire time, so what does that involve? That involves playing through the game, trying to break the game, trying to find and log in as many bugs as possible so that they can get fixed, and you release the most stable, complete game that you can, as bug free as possible. That's one of the main cornerstone that the that a QA tester job is. Find all the bugs, try to break the game so that they can be reported, that they can be fixed, and that you get a good, stable, as bug free as possible release. Now, in the midst of that, a lot of sacrifices have to be made. There's going to be overtime. There may be times where shifts get split, and some people have to sacrifice and do a early morning shift or a late night shift, whatever. I've actually had to do a late night shift from I've had to do a p.m. to 7 a.m. Shift before. Um, but not only that, some days you don't know until the last minute if you have to work overtime. Like you can have your mind fixed for an 8 hour day or a 10 hour day, and it ends up turning into a 12 or 15 or even longer, and even have to sacrifice weekends as well, until the release is gold and you're ready to ship, and this isn't just for QA, this is also for devs. Devs have to make sacrifices and also put in that extra time to fix bugs, finish up features, polish many, many things. So people have to remember that these devs and everybody, are just busting their butts to release a good, clean, feature filled, as bug free as possible video game for the fans to enjoy. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand delays can be frustrating. I know when I was much younger and, was a little more immature, I would get pretty upset whenever there was a delay. But after working in the gaming industry, when it comes down to it, these things are sometimes going to happen, especially if there's a new feature or if there's, particular fixes that they really, really just want to get in before a release or just whatever it may be, polish, whatever it may be. Sometimes it's necessary to make a delay, whether it's, a few weeks, a month, a couple of months. It happens, but it goes a long way into getting as close as possible to a good experience, to a great bug free release. And you have everybody sacrificing, putting in hours, sacrifice. Some of these people have kids, they have families that they're sacrificing time spent, or, out of nowhere, you have to change a lot of your set plans. There's so many things that have to be sacrificed. Sometimes I've even had to work into a holiday before. I've had to work into Thanksgiving before. Like, many things like that unfortunately happen, but gotta give mad kudos to these devs and testers and artists and people in the gaming industry making those sacrifices to release great bug free as possible games. And for fans to make death threats and such just because a game that they wanted so badly, a video game of all things, that they want it so badly doesn't come out when they want it to come out. Like, the immaturity level of these people is just ginormous. Like, really? Is it really that serious to you guys? That you gotta make death threats to the devs? Really? Grow up. It's a video game. It's a video game. It's a video game. It's a video game. It's not the end of the world. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy VII. I had to wait 14 years before the remake finally came out, which was originally a PS3 tech demo. And that whole entire time, I ain't ever heard of no death threat to Square Enix. Folks need to grow up. It ain't even that serious, and you're making death threats. Come on now. It's not even that serious. Your life is not going to depend on whether a game releases or not. Not to mention, 9 times out of 10, y'all have a backlog of games anyway that you haven't beaten or even touched or even opened. I can relate. My backlog is ginormous. The backlog struggle is real. I have multiple consoles. Sometimes, like, I just recently went through Xbox 360 at that red ring. Sucks, but hey, I got plenty other consoles to play. You know, it sucks that it happens, but you get up and you move on, you know? And I would do the same if it happened to anything else. I mean, it's unfortunate, it's never fun, but you get up and you move forward. You do the best with what you have. Because realistically, with as big of a backlog as I have, I could literally take a year off from ever buying another video game for a whole year, and I would still have plenty to play. People need to grow up. Making death threats, all because a game that you want and anticipate for however long doesn't come out when you think it should or gets delayed multiple times. Like, seriously? Grow up. Grow up. It's crazy how far fans, fans of any particular thing will go to really, like, show their frustrations and just really, I understand, the frustration sometimes, but when you got to take it that far, that's when it gets ridiculous, extremely ridiculous. So I don't know. Anybody that sees this that's like that, y'all seriously need to grow up. Cause it ain't even that serious. It's a video game. Your life is not on the line. It's a video game. But one thing that I hope for is these people grow up. And secondly, I hope everything works out with Cyberpunk 2077. I'm looking forward to it myself. And I'm not in a rush. Delays happen for a reason. And if these delays end up equaling an excellent released game as bug free as possible, that gives the player a great experience, then you know what? Delay as many times as you need to. It can be frustrating. I understand that. I've been a part of it before. But quality, quality. You release a good quality game as bug free as possible, very stable, with a great experience, you're going to win. You're going to win. So, to CD Projekt Red, do what you got to do. Um, don't let the death threats get the best of y'all. Do what you got to do. Take the necessary time. If you can release on December 10th, so be it. If not, it is what it is. But they have their own jobs to do, and they're going to do whatever necessary is possible in order to be successful. So do what you got to do. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say. Let me know what your thoughts are, comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this. I just think it's utterly ridiculous, and those people, whoever they are, making the death threats, seriously need to grow up and get a life. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. I'm Blitzball Champ. I'm out. Have a blessed evening. I'll see y'all soon.